Time to hit the hardwood for another exciting KCU basketball contest on the Cool Hits Sports Network and Cool TV. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Clark's Pump and Shops of the Tri-State, River Cities Builders, A&A Porta Potties, Stoltz Pharmacy, Tres Hermanos Mexican Restaurant, Members Choice Credit Union, First National Bank of Grayson, and Kentucky Christian University. Now, let's go courtside for Countdown to Tip-Off on the Cool Hits Sports Network and Cool TV.
And hello again, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in this week to Kentucky Christian University women's basketball here on the Cool Hits Sports Network. I'm Chauncey Griffith. So glad to have you along. The KCU Lady Knights are here in action at home in Grayson, Kentucky, here on the campus, the beautiful campus here in Grayson of Kentucky Christian University. They are set to take on Appalachian Athletic Conference opponent, the Brenau University Tigers women's basketball program. And this looks to be a pretty exciting matchup. MJ McKay and I have been sitting here watching them warm up, and it's a pretty good atmosphere. They've got the music rolling here in the gymnasium, and this looks to be a pretty exciting basketball game. One thing I can tell you about KCU women's basketball, head coach Dr. Lisa Kahn and her assistants, Dean Brand, and Kirk Wells and Coach Estrada, they have, it's a fast-paced style of basketball. They get the ball up and down the court fast, and an exciting brand of basketball too. Brenau comes into this one at 5-15 on the season under head coach Chris Stewart. They're 4-15. All but one of their conference games have been against AAC opponents. They're 4-15 against conference opponents. They are on a one-game losing streak. Their last basketball game was back on Saturday, January the 28th. That one was on the road at Point University. They lost that one by a score of 76-59. Leading scorer for the Brenau Tigers, Taylor Williams, a 5'8" sophomore, came in, scored 16 points, and also had a few assists as well. Leading rebounder in that one was Nyla Moore, a 5'9" junior, and they're actually out on the court right now. You can see them warming up. She wears number 3, and she's only 5'9", but I tell you what, she's got some athletic ability, no question about that. And you can see, if you're watching here on Cool TV, you can see a pretty up-tempo, fast-paced style basketball there as well. They've been getting after it here in the pregame, getting warmed up and getting ready to roll. KCU making their way back out on the court. We've seen them a little bit. They've been in and out of the locker room. Coach Lisa Kahn and her staff getting a little bit of last-minute instruction in with that group. But KCU enters this game. This is their 24th game on the season. They're 12-11, 12 wins, 11 losses on this basketball season. They're 9-10 in the conference. That's a .474 winning percentage in conference games. They're 8-4 here at home. That's a pretty important stat, because if you look at Brunau's schedule this year on the road, they've only won one basketball game, and that was back in the month of November. So they're 1-8 on the road. Coach Kahn and her bunch, they're 8-4 here at home. They're coming off a loss as well, though. The last basketball game was back on Saturday, about 3 days ago on February the 4th. They played at Montreat and lost that one by a score of 75-49. Leading scorer in that basketball game for the KCU Knights was Abby West, had 14 points, also had a rebound. Jada Higgins with 13 points and, almost said 4 or 5 rebounds, 4 defensive rebounds, 1 offensive rebound. And then 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 more points coming from their starters off the bench. They had 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 points coming from 5 different players with 2 apiece. They shot 52% from the free throw line, 37% from the field, 22% from 3 in that basketball game. We're going to step out, take a break. We've got a couple more breaks to get in. We're going to come back. We got some a preview for this basketball game coming up, the tell of the tape. And then we also have starting lineups for both teams and a whole lot of exciting basketball live from Grayson, Kentucky on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it,
You owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time homebuyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-through. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy. For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Back here in Grayson, Kentucky, Chauncey Griffith, glad to have you along. Both teams out on the court and getting warmed up here. The KCU Knights and the Brenau University Tigers. And this is an AAC conference matchup and looks to be a pretty good one. The tale of the tape goes something like this. KCU, as I mentioned, they played 23 basketball games this season, averaging 66 points per game, shooting 38% from the field, 29% from three, 68% from the free throw line. They're averaging 37.5, so we'll say 38 rebounds a game and 12 assists per game for the KCU. Brenau Tigers, something like this. This is their 21st game. They played 20 of them. They're putting up 62 points per game, shooting 36% from the field, 30% from three, 63% from throw. They're in 37.8, so we'll say 38 rebounds per game and 9 assists per game for the Brenau University Tigers. Leading scorer for the Tigers on the season is, if I can get it pulled up here, Elena Gliata putting up 12.1 points per game. She's a 5'8" freshman from Cumming, Georgia. Also, two other Tigers with double digits in scoring per game. Talia Williams putting up 11.7 points per contest, and Ellie Kinlaw with 11 points per game. For the Lady Knights, something like this. Points per game, Jada Higgins, the only Knight with double digits average per contest. Jada Higgins coming into this one, putting up 14 points per game. She's a 5'7" senior guard from Heinemann, Kentucky. But then three Knights within 2 points of 10 points per game. Abby West at 9.1. Lakin Adkins also at 9.1 points per game. And then Jasmine Flowers at 8.2 points per game. Reagan Adkins was 7.8. We're going to step out, take one more break, and then we're going to come back. And we've got starting lineups coming your way and a whole lot of basketball as well. Back after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Need some extra money for home improvements or other purchases? How about a home equity line of credit with absolutely no closing costs? We have some exciting news from our loan department at First National Bank. Right now, open a home equity line of credit at First National and we will pay all the fees at closing. Hurry into one of our 8 locations to take advantage of this great offer. First National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Does your gas station or convenience store need a facelift? If so, call River City Builders at 473-4112 for your remedy. Big or small projects, River City's Builders is a company for all your needs. We have extensive experience in the petroleum industry, from routine gas dispenser and canopy maintenance to above-ground, underground tank and piping work to full-blown remodels and new builds. Call River City Builders at 473-4112 for all your petroleum needs. We'll cover your back and keep your customers pumping gas.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Kentucky Christian University is a private nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the new Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit on campus.
Back here in Grayson, Chauncey Griffith, glad to have you along here. It's the KCU women's basketball program led by head coach Dr. Lisa Kahn, taking on the Brenau University Tigers head coach Chris Stewart. The Tigers over at their bench, Coach Stewart giving them some last-minute instructions. A big road trip here for the Brenau Tigers to play in this conference basketball game. They're from Gainesville, Georgia, so a several-hour bus ride to Grayson, Kentucky. Do want to send a big thank you to all the KCU staff, everyone involved out here. They're always good to us. Mr. David Manning, the athletic director, Coach Kahn, everyone involved, Bruce Dixon. Always great to us out here, and we're thankful to be here. As you can see if you're watching on Cool TV, Coach Chris Stewart over there getting a little bit animated with his team here as the clock winding down here, giving some last-minute instructions. They're looking to pick up a win. Brenau coming in, as I mentioned, they're coming off a loss. Their last win was on January 21st, a week ago from this past Saturday. So this past Saturday they lost at Point. Then the Saturday, the 21st of January, they were at home, and they won against Truett McConnell 69-57. But both teams, it looks like, making their way over to their respective sides. We're going to have the national anthem coming up here in just a few moments, so I don't want to start the starting lineups until we get back from that. A small crowd on hand here. It's a 5:30, an early start for a ball game. Many people getting off work, things like that. We're so thankful you were able to tune in and share it with us. We're definitely looking forward to bringing this broadcast. At this time, we are going to step out, I believe. Well, I tell you what, we'll keep it right here. I thought they were going to turn the music down, but I think they just switched songs on us. They're going to play the national anthem here in just a few moments. Both teams lined up at the foul lines, but I think they're going to wait on the clocks or the score clock to wind down. So we'll keep it right here in Grayson. KCU, as I mentioned, on a one-game losing streak as well. Their last win came 1 week ago on January 31st. It was here at home. They defeated Union, another AAC opponent, by a score of 79-57. We are now going to step out, take a break. Looks like they're going to start the anthem here, so I'll definitely want to have a opportunity to stand for that. So we'll step out, have the national anthem, come back with starting lineups and a whole lot of basketball. Back after this on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-through. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Time now for starting lineups here from Grayson. Chauncey Griffith, glad to have you along. We'll look at the road team on the scoreboard, the visiting team, the Brenau University Tigers, head coach Chris Stewart, starting a 5'8" sophomore from McDonough, Georgia, number 1 Taylor Williams. At guard, a 5'9" junior from Dacula, Georgia, Nyla Moore. Playing forward, a 6' junior from Clayton, Georgia, Hannah Cannon. At guard, a 5'8" freshman from Cumming, Georgia, Anna Gliata. And a 6' sophomore from McDonough, Georgia, Kayla Stafford. So a big Georgia flavor in this starting lineup from the Brenau University Tigers. Looks like they're going to be wearing their road black uniforms, gold Brenau on their chest, gold numbers piped in white, and then a gold and white stripe down each side of their uniform. Your KCU Knights, led by head coach Dr. Lisa Collins, starting lineup goes something like this. At guard, a 5'7" junior from Dry Ridge, Kentucky, Abby West. Also at guard, a 5'7" junior from Olive Hill, Kentucky. From Wayne, West Virginia, 5'10" senior Lakin Adkins. She wears number 4. At guard, a 5'7" senior from Kentucky, Jada Higgins. At guard, a 5'8" senior from Winchester, Kentucky, Jasmine Flowers. And at center and forward, a 5'9" sophomore from Olive Hill, Kentucky, Miss Kylie Gillum. Now your starting lineup one more time for KCU: West, Adkins, Higgins, Flowers, and Gillum. KCU in their home white uniforms, red numbers, Kentucky Christian written on the front of their jerseys, and the Knight logo on the leg, a red stripe going down the side, and also piping around the collar, around the bottom of the shorts in red as well. Looks like we're going to have a tip-off here in just a few moments between the Knights and the Tigers. The starting lineups out on the court. We're waiting to see here who will be handling tip-off duties for both teams. But I can tell you this, looks to me like Brunau's going to win the height advantage here before the tip-off. Kayla Stafford comes in at 6 foot. Out there for KCU is going to be Jada Higgins at 5'7". Also the team's leading rebounder, though. I did mention that earlier, but be interesting to see here how this goes. And we're ready to tip off here between the Knights and the Tigers. Ball's in the air, And it's taken by KCU. Coming down with that one's going to be Lakin Adkins. She's off to the races. She's going to take it herself. The layup no good, knocked away, and taken by Brenau. We're heading the other direction in a hurry. Bringing it down the court for Brenau, Taylor Williams brings it into the paint, kicks it back out front to Liotta. Liotta pulls up left side of the top of the key. 3 off the back iron, and we're back the other way. Rebound goes to Jasmine Flowers, who kicks it over to the left corner, over to her teammate Higgins. She drives in the paint. Throws up a layup, no good. Gets her own rebound, makes a heck of a save, but not able to connect with a teammate. Tried to kick it out in front of that Brenau bench. Get it out there to Abby West, but just out of her reach, it goes out of bounds. So looks like we're going to see some full court pressure here starting out here for the KCU Knights. Looks like some full court man defense for the Knights, but Brenau gets it across the timeline. In the hands of Gliotta. She's going to drive in the paint right side. Layup thrown up, no good. Rebound goes to Stafford, and the putback is good. So 2 points for Brunel's Kayla Stafford, and we're back the other way. Higgins brings it to the free throw line, throws up a jumper, no good. Rebound goes to Brenau. Gliotta got the rebound, brings it out herself, brings it across the timeline, left side, now goes back right. She's going to take it into the paint herself. Almost lost the basketball. Abby West got a hand on it, but it's taken back by Brenau. Driving left side now is Taylor Williams. Her layup doesn't fall, and the rebound goes to KCU. Jada Higgins got it, brings it herself, kicks it over right side to Flowers, who drives baseline right side. Throws up a jumper from the right block, no good, but she gets 2 on the putback. So 2-2 your score here with 8:24 to go. Clock rolling here in the first. And we're already back the other way. The inbound is going to go to Gliotta. She's guarded in the backcourt by West. Brings it across the timeline. Looking for a screen. Instead decides to drive in the paint and then kick it back out to the right corner to Taylor Williams, who drives into the paint. Throws up a jumper. No good. Rebound KCU. And off to the races is KCU. That was Adkins that came down with the rebound. She's going to kick it left side to Gillum for 3. No good. Rebound Brenau, and off to the races again is Gliotta. She's going to go coast to coast. Her shot knocked away on the layup, and we're back the other way. West came down with that rebound, and we're already on the other end of the court. Pass down on the left wing goes to Gillum, who kicks it inside to West. Her shot doesn't fall. Rebound Brenau. Nyla Moore with the basketball. Crossover dribble, kicks it out left to the left wing, and we've got a foul on the floor. Checking in for KCU, it looks like we got 2 players checking in. 5'7" freshman Lindsey Castle, as well as a 5'6" freshman Belle Sparks. Off comes Gillum and Higgins. So here we go. Abby West brings it through the backcourt. It's still tied at 2 with 7:20 to go. KCU, a long 3 left side, doesn't fall for West. Rebound fought for, taken by Brenau. Coming down with it was Nyla Moore. She's going to go coast to coast. Nope. A good pass in the paint down low to Stafford, and she gets one to fall. That's 4 points for her now, and it's 4-2 with 7 minutes. Here we go the other way. Top of the key, driving left side on. The layup goes in and out for Lakin Adkins. Rebound goes to Brenau. Gliotta brings it across, kicks it top of the key to Stafford for 3. It's no good. Rebound KCU. Lakin Adkins came down with that one. The 5'10" senior from Wayne, West Virginia. She's going to kick it right side. The 3's off the mark for Jasmine Flowers, and it goes out of bounds. So the clock stops here with 6:33 to go in the first, and we're at a 4-2 score. Brenau leads the KCU Knights by 2. On the baseline, looking to inbound it is Adkins. As I mentioned, KCU still with that full court man defense. They've got an extra player in there, and the ball's stolen away at midcourt. Lakin Adkins takes it, a beautiful bounce pass in the paint. The shot doesn't fall there for Sparks, and on the putback, the ball knocked out of bounds. And I'm going to say the last touch by, well, I'll tell you that here in a minute. Checking in for KCU is Hardwick, and out comes Abby West. Last touch by Brenau, so it's KCU ball. Hardwick inbounds it on the left wing. Belle Sparks takes it, brings it out front, kicks it over right corner to Castle, who drives. In a little bit of trouble, so she kicks it back out front for 3 to Lakin Adkins off the front of the rim. Rebound taken by Brenau. Nyla Moore brings it across. She's off to the races. Into the paint. The ball's knocked away, but it's picked up by Gliata. She kicks it back out front. Now right side for three is Nyla Moore. No good. Lakin Atkins with another rebound. And here we go the other direction. It's still 4-2, down under 6 minutes to go in the first. KCU look to get some more points on the board here. Lindsey Castle with the basketball. Left side. Across the court it goes to Atkins. Now back to Castle at the top of the key. Now back to Atkins on the right corner. She throws one into the paint. And it's off the fingertips of Hardwick, who's fouled. Got two more subs checking in for KCU. Looks like back in comes Kylie Gillum as well as Jada Higgins. Off goes Flowers and Atkins. Inbound goes to Higgins. Higgins kicks it over, and it's stolen away by Brenau. Gliata got the hand in there, took that ball away, takes it into the paint, now kicks it out left side. Now back out front it goes for three to Hardwick, no good. And a rebound there goes to Taylor Williams. She just went up ahead, about a head taller than everybody else, came down with it. But her shot was no good, and we're back the other way. And we're already back the other direction after the ball's stolen away. Nyla Moore in the paint. Kicks it back out front for three. Gliata off the mark. Rebound KCU. Bell Sparks got in there and grabbed that one. Bringing it back across. The Ashland, Kentucky native. Ball stolen away again. This time Nyla Moore got a hand in there. Moore looking to kick it back out front for three. Off the mark for Hannah Cannon. And we're back the other way. It's still 4-2, down to 4.5 minutes to go. A low-scoring affair so far, but I mentioned the pregame, and it is not disappointed. This is a back-and-forth ball game, up and down the court. And here we go the other way. Ball stolen away there in the paint, and it's taken by Taylor Williams. She's guarded through the backcourt by Belle Sparks. She's going to drive in, then kick it back out to Nyla Moore at the top of the key. Moore guarded by Higgins. Man defense here at the top of the key. And we've got a layup that does fall for Nyla Moore. Makes it 6-2. And she picked up the foul as well. The foul goes against Lindsey Castle. That's her first foul, and one team foul now against KCU. Looks like we're going to have a timeout on the court with 4:04 to go. It's 6-2. Brenau leads KCU, and it's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. Don't want to miss any of the action. It's been a back-and-forth ball game up and down the court. Not many scores on the board, though. Several turnovers for both teams, and I got a feeling that might have something to do with this timeout right here. It's 6-2. The timeout was called by KCU. Coach Dr. Lisa Kahn, she's over there having a word with her team. Saw something she needed to talk to them about, and here we are on the 30-second timeout. You hear the buzzer in the background. That means it's already over, and both teams making their way back out onto the court. Leading scorer in this ball game right now is Kayla Stafford with 4 for Brenau. KCU's only points coming from Jasmine Flowers earlier on. At the line here after the timeout will be Nyla Moore. She's got 2 points, and she's looking to make it the three-point play the old-fashioned way. The ball's up, off the back iron, no good. And the rebound goes to Jada Higgins. Higgins on the hop, getting it across the court. Kicks it to West baseline. Her jumper no good from about 10 foot out. Rebound goes to Brenau. Hannah Cannon came down with it, kicked it to Gliata, who drives in the paint. She's going to be fouled. Waiting to see who they call that one on. There were a couple defenders down there. Looks like the foul is going to be on KCU's Lakin Atkins. That's her first foul of this ball game. 2 team fouls now for the Knights. Inbound left wing goes to Catherine Forey. Her three-pointer is no good. Goes out of bounds, and we're back the other way. It's KCU basketball here with 3:42 to go. Bringing it across is Jada Higgins. Call a little offense here. Dribbles right, kicks it right to Flowers. Flowers sends it back out front to West. West looks to Higgins on the left corner. She picks up her dribble. Nice bounce pass down low to Flowers, who dribbles, throws one up off the backboard. It's good, and she draws the foul. So KCU right now back within 2. It's 6-4. The foul there is going to be on Anna Gliotta. That's her first foul of the ball game. I'm sorry, that's her second foul of the ball game. Both teams now with 2 team fouls. And at the line is Jasmine Flowers looking to get it back within 1. It's 6-4 with 3:23 to go. Free throws up. And nothing but net there. That's 5 points for Flowers. That makes it 6-5. Back the other way we go. Brenau basketball going coast to coast is Nyla Moore. Her layup's good. That's 4 points for her now. And it's 8-5. KCU looking to answer. Abby West, top of the key. Dribbling left, guarded man-to-man here by Jill Pittman. She drives, and she's going to be fouled. Right there about on that left block. And I believe she'll be taking a trip to the free throw line. Foul's going to go against Jill Pittman, a 5'6" sophomore from Cross, North Carolina. Her first foul. 3 team fouls now on the Tigers. At the line's Abby West. Her first one's up and good. That's her first point of the ball game. Makes it 8-6. One more free throw here, and she can get it within 1 point. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound goes to Brenau. Nyla Moore came down with it. Nice behind-the-back dribble at midcourt. She's going to take it almost coast to coast, have it stolen away. Lakin Adkins came away with it. Adkins kicks it to the left side to Abby West. Now back to Adkins. She's going to drive, spin move in the paint. The layup doesn't fall off the backboard and away. And here we go the other direction. This time bringing it down is going to be Michaela Cope, 5'3" senior. Kicks it left side to Nyla Moore. She goes into the paint, kicks it back out front to Pittman. Pittman drives. Her layup falls from straight away. Her first 2 points of the basketball game. That makes it 10-6 with just about 2 minutes to go. Higgins in the paint. A nice move in the paint. Her shot doesn't fall, but she does draw the foul. Jada Higgins, the 5'7" senior guard from Heinemann, Kentucky, got a chance to narrow that Brenau lead here. First shot up, almost in, but it spirals out. So she goes 0 for 1 here from the line, but she gets another crack at it here. 2:12 on the clock, 10-6 to score. Second one up and good. Buzzer you hear in the background means we're going to have some subs coming in. Looks like for Brenau coming on the court, Kate McCarter, as well as Taylor Green for KCU. Cassie Bajents comes on, and Lakin Adkins goes off. And here we go. It's going to be Brenau basketball. Still in that full court pressure from KCU. A long pass down the court taken by Pittman. She's going to kick it out left side to their 3 shooter, it appears. That's Catherine Forey. She's off the mark, and we're back the other way. Higgins comes away with it. Behind the back dribble there. She's at the free throw line. She's going to drive right side of fake, and she throws one up, no good. Gets her own rebound, though. We got a jump ball on that rebound. Higgins, a physical player, and showing it there. Came down with her own rebound. Somebody else got a hand in there. Possession arrow is going to go in the direction of Brenau. So with 1:48 seconds to go, it's 10-7, and we're coming back the other way. Inbound goes to Forey. Forey gets it in the backcourt to Cope. Cope sends it back to Forey. Now left side for 3 off the mark is Taylor Green from that left wing. Rebound KCU. Higgins, a long pass down to the left wing. On the other end to West. Now back out front to Higgins. A nice pass down into the paint from Higgins to Gillum. Gillum spins, and her shot falls, and she draws a foul as well. Kylie Gillum, the 5'9" sophomore from Olive Hill, Kentucky. She's going to take a trip to the line. And it's a 1-point basketball game. This 3-point play would tie it up here with 1:25 seconds left to go in the first. A couple of subs coming on for Brenau. Looks like we're going to have one for KCU, too. I see Lindsey Castle over there talking with Coach Kahn. Higgins goes, gets a break. And here we go. Here comes the free throw from Gillum. And it's good. So the 3-point play ties this basketball game up with 1:25 seconds in the first. It's 10-10, and we're heading the other direction. From left to right goes Brenau. Forey brings it across, kicks it in the paint. Now left wing And a big three from Kate McCarter, first three-pointer of the ball game. The 5'10" junior from Blairsville, Georgia, puts her team ahead by 3, 13-10, with just over a minute to go in the first. KCU on the move. Out front with the basketball is Flowers. Kicks it over left corner to Castle. Now back out front it goes to Abby West. West looks right, gives it to Flowers. Flowers gets it down baseline right side. And just off the mark is Bajents. And the rebound goes to Brenau. Three blocked there by Abby West. Taylor Green threw one up. It was blocked by West and then taken by Brenau. It goes out of bounds, and it was last touched by Brenau. So good defense there from KCU. Down three here with 35 seconds to go in the first. And West brings it through the backcourt. Calling a little offense here. She's going to dribble to the right, hand it over to Flowers. Flowers dribbles out front. Thought about sending it into the paint there to Bajents, but instead kicks it left side to Castle, who drives. Her layup doesn't fall. And we're back the other way. Rebound by Taylor Green. She brings it across, kicks it left side to Cope. Cope gets it back out front. And the three's just off the mark for McCarter. I thought it was going in, but it went off the back iron. A high bounce, short time, three-pointer left side, just off the mark for Kylie Gillum. And the buzzer you hear in the background means that after one quarter of play in a back-and-forth ball game, at least up and down the court, your score, the Brenau University Tigers 13, the KCU Knights 10. Back after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenham, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
And we're back in Grayson. Chauncey Griffith, glad to have you along here from the campus of Kentucky Christian University. It's women's basketball action, the KCU Knights and the Brenau Tigers, and it's KCU basketball to start out quarter number 2. Inbound goes to Higgins at the half-court line. Kicks it back to Sparks. Sparks gives it to Adkins at the top of the key. She's going to send it over to Higgins, who drives baseline left side, and a beautiful shot from her. That's her third point of the ball game. And she gets her team back within one. It's 13-12, and we're back the other way. Brenau with the basketball. Nyla Moore brings it across. Going to dribble in the paint. And I tell you what, great defense here from KCU. That was Jasmine Flowers there. Didn't get faked out on the spin move. Got a hand on the basketball. And I'm waiting to see what our call is here. Did they call a jump ball or did they call... They called a walk. Okay, so there we go. We'll take it, a turnover against Brenau, and we're back the other way. Great defense from the Knights there. Jasmine Flowers causing that turnover. It's 13-12, 9:23, and the clock rolling. KCU basketball. Out front with it is Lakin Adkins. She's going to dribble left, hand it over to Flowers. Flowers gets back out front, kicks it over to Higgins, right side. Higgins gets it down low, and just off the mark is Kylie Gillum. Her shot just did not fall there. And we're back the other way. Michaela Cope brings it across in a hurry, kicks it left side to Cannon, now back out front to Moore. Moore dribbles in, looks left, and then they send it down the left wing, down to Michaela Cope. She drives, ball stolen away again. Great defense here from the Lady Knights, and we're back to the other end of the court. And down low baseline right side, Lakin Adkins takes the foul, and she's going to head to the line. Foul's going to be on... That is Catherine Forey, her second foul of the ball game. And one team foul in this quarter for the Brenau Tigers. Lakin Adkins, free throw just off the mark there. It was in and out. That was the definition of in and out right there. Second one up and good. So she goes 1 of 2 there. It's 13-13, back to being a tie ball game. And Brenau has control of the basketball. Cope brings it across. She's got an open lane, but it closes quick. She's going to send. They're going to send it around the arc, and it's now in the hands of Nyla Moore. She's going to kick it to Forey, who drives right side. Ball knocked away, out of bounds. Last touch by a defender. Jasmine Flowers there with more good defense down low, knocking that ball away. And it's going to stay with Brenau. Higgins checks out. I'm looking to see who checked back into the ball game. I think that was Abby. Yeah, Abby West checked back in. Shot no good there. Rebound goes to KCU. Jasmine Flowers came down with it. She's going to bring it across. Look right over to Gillum. Gillum on the right corner sends it baseline right side. Down to Bell Sparks, who sends it back out front to West. West looks right to Flowers. Flowers waiting for something to develop there. Gets it into the Gillum, who almost lost it, but she picked it back up. Handed over to Flowers on the move, driving left side. Throws up tried to throw up a layup there, but it's off a defender. Goes out of bounds, and it's going to stay with KCU. Baseline, taking the ball out, it's going to be Abby West, 5'7" junior. Gets it in to Bell Sparks on the left wing. She's going to drive baseline. Throw up a beautiful layup there that puts KCU ahead for the first time. It's 15-13, and we're back the other way. That was Bell Sparks' first points of the ball game. And here we go the other way. Forey driving left side, kicks it out to the wing to Moore. I'm sorry, that's not Moore, that's Cannon. She drives into the paint from that left wing. She's going to be fouled. Foul goes against Flowers. That's her first foul of the ball game. And here we go. On the baseline, Cope's going to inbound it, gets it into Moore. And from about 8 foot away, she throws one up and ties the ball game up at 15 all. On the other end, Higgins' shot doesn't fall, and we're back the other way. Rebound this time is going to go to Nyla Moore. Moore's going to take it herself into the paint, guarded by West. She's going to kick it out to the wing right side to Green. Green thought about driving there, nothing there, so she's going to kick it out front to Cope, who throws up a jumper, no good. Rebound goes to KCU. Abby West with the basketball, left corner. Her three's just off the mark. Rebound goes to Michaela Cope for the Tigers. She again drives into the paint, kicks it out left side to Williams, who drives across the paint, throws up a layup, no good. Rebound to Abby West. West gets it to Adkins at midcourt. Adkins dribbles right, kicks it back out front to Higgins. Higgins controlling the pace of the ball game here. She's going to kick it over to West on the right wing. She dribbles back out front, gets a screen from Adkins. She drives into the paint, throws up a layup. It's no good, but she does draw the foul. So she's going to take another trip to that free throw line. She's made one already. It's 15-15. So a free throw here would put KCU ahead. Checking into the ball game for the Knights, Savannah Parker, a 6'1" freshman from Mount Sterling, Kentucky. Out comes Kylie Gillum. Checking in for her first appearance in this one is for Brenau. That's Allie Drake. Also checking back into the ball game is Kayla Stafford. Out comes Cannon and Cope for the Tigers. So at the line's Abby West. First shot up and good. She's made 2 of them here tonight. Now 16-15. KCU leads by 1, and West with a chance to put them ahead by another one. And she does. 17-15 with 6.5 to go in the second. And KCU still showing that pressure defensively, full court pressure. The ball's almost stolen away in the backcourt. West got a hand in there, but Brenau picks it back up, gets it across. Nyla Moore, top of the key, guarded by Higgins with the basketball. Calls for a screen, gets a big screen from Kayla Stafford, drives left side, throws up a jumper. It bounces about 6 foot off the rim and goes through. So we're coming the other way. That's 6 points now for Nyla Moore. 8 points, for Nyla Moore. And here we go. Higgins looks right, gives it over to Flowers. Flowers dribbles back out front. Tight man defense here from the Tigers. Abby West with the basketball, kicks it down low to Adkins. Her shot just off the mark. Rebound goes to Kayla Stafford. Still with that pressure in the backcourt. We got a foul in the backcourt. I believe it's going to be on Higgins. It is on Higgins. That's our first foul of the ball game. 2 team fouls now here for both teams here in the second quarter. And we're tied at 17 with 5 minutes, 38 seconds to go in the second. Just in front of the scorers table over across the court. The inbound goes to Nyla Moore. She brings it across, dribbles to the free throw line, and then kicks it back out front to Drake. Drake's going to pull up at the free throw line, look back out front to Williams. She dribbles in the free throw line, comes back out, hands it to Moore, who dribbles in, pulls up just to the left of the free throw line. No good. Rebound goes to KCU. Higgins on the move. She pulls up right side. Kept her dribble, though. Now she's going to kick it down low, gets it to Parker, and Parker walked with it. So a turnover there goes against KCU, and we're back the other way. Down to 5:07 to go before the half. It's 17-17. And Brenau with the basketball. Allie Drake looking to inbound it. She gets it in. Now back to Allie Drake. She got it to Green. Now back to Drake. Ball knocked away, but it's caught by Green. Green looks out front, back to Drake. Drake at the top of the key. Looks to the left, gives it over to Nyla Moore, who drives into the paint. Layup right side, no good. And a physical rebound there from Savannah Parker. She kicks it to Higgins. Higgins is on the move. She takes it in the paint. No foul, a lot of contact, but no foul called. And the ball knocked away, and we're back the other direction. Taylor Williams kicks it out front for 3, way off the mark to Nyla Moore. Rebound KCU. Adkins came away with it. Adkins gives it to Higgins. Higgins dribbling right side, handing over to West. West with 3 points in this ball game. Hands it over to Higgins. Higgins back out front with it. Long 3, right wing, just off the mark for Flowers. Rebound fought for Savannah Parker down there, knocking that ball loose. Higgins right just at the top of the key there. A little collision between Higgins and Brunel's Nyla Moore. And it's going to be Brenau basketball. Checking in for KCU, checking back in for KCU is going to be Kylie Gillum. Out comes Flowers. Coach Stewart giving some instruction to his team as they come back into the front court. Out front with the basketball is Taylor Williams. Williams guarded by Higgins. Kicks it to Stafford just inside the top of the key. She looks left over to Taylor Williams, who gets a screen, drives into the paint. No good. Another physical rebound from Savannah Parker. Big collision under that basket, but she came down with it. Gives it to Higgins, coast to coast, and a layup for Jada Higgins. That makes 5 points for her, and we've got a 30-second timeout called on the court. I believe that's going to be a KCU timeout. Nope. It's going to be a Brenau timeout, so both teams with 4 timeouts left to go in the ball game. We're going to keep it right here. It's 19-17. KCU pulls ahead by 2 here. Coach Kahn has her team over there giving them some instructions. Coach Chris Stewart, the guy who called the timeout, saw something he needed to talk to his team about. It's 19-17. Leading scorer in this ball game as of right now is Brunel's Nyla Moore with 8 points. KCU's leading scorer at the moment is Jada Higgins with 5. Also with 5, Jasmine Flowers, Abby West with 3, Lakin Adkins with 1, Belle Sparks with 2, and Kylie Gillum with 2 points as well. And we're back in action here. It's going to be Brenau basketball. The inbound in the backcourt goes to Gliada, who checked back in here. She gets it over to Williams and then back to Gliada, who's on the move. She's got that right corner wide open, but instead she's decided to drive. Defender coming up there, Bajents, got the big height advantage. Ball almost stolen away, but taken by Bajents. And then we've got a collision over on the sideline there. It's going to be a foul against Brenau. Taylor Williams picks up her first foul. 3 team fouls now for the Tigers. And here we go. Abby West inbounds it to Gillum. Gillum on the left wing, dribbles out, kicks it back out front to Higgins. She looks to the right. Hands it over to Belle Sparks, who's on the move. Sparks out front, kicks it down low to Bajents. Her shot doesn't fall, but she got her own rebound. Heck of a rebound there. She's going to send it back out front to Gillum, and the ball's almost stolen away. Gillum got it, and we got a jump ball on the loose ball there. The possession arrow should stay with KCU, and it does. Abby West going to take it out just to our right of that Brenau bench. She's going to send it back out front, get it to Jada Higgins. Higgins on the move, driving in the paint, left side, spin move, ball knocked away. And a fadeaway jumper from Higgins from that left block. It falls, and she draws a foul. She's good at that. 2 points for her. Foul goes against Brunau's. Waiting to see who they call that on. That's on Anna Gliotta, her third foul of the ball game. So she checks out. Coming back into the ball game for Brunau's Jill Pittman. Free throw just off the mark for Higgins. And on the rebound, we've got another foul. This one, though, goes against KCU. Called against Abby West for a shove on the rebound there. That's her first foul of the ball game. 3 team fouls now here in the quarter for the Knights. Still showing that pressure defensively, and we got a reach-in foul in the backcourt called on Belle Sparks. Sparks with her first foul. Now 4 team fouls for both teams, so one more foul, I presume, would put either team in the bonus. Inbound in the backcourt goes to Cope. Cope guarded by West, gets it to midcourt to Williams. Williams dribbles to the right. She's guarded by Gillum, gets it back out front, now sends it left side to Pittman, who drives. A good pass down low, but nothing doing there. And we've got a 3 right side off the mark for Brunau's Pittman. Rebound goes to KCU. On the move, Sparks. She's going to kick it over to Bajents on the left side. Bajents gets it back out front to West on the right side, actually, but ball stolen away. West tried to get it down low, and the ball's just stolen away there. Now we've got a 3 on the left side from Brunau's Taylor Green. It's no good. Rebound fought for, taken by Brenau. Stafford got the rebound, sends it back out front to Cope. Cope guarded man-to-man here by Higgins. She's going to send it to the left wing for 3. No good. Taylor Green, and we're back the other direction. Jada Higgins comes down with it. Kicks it left side. Driving baseline is Abby West. Her layup falls, and she draws a foul. She's already got 3 points, all from the free throw line. We know she's a good free throw shooter. That layup put her team ahead by 4, and she's got the chance to make it 1 more. Coming back in for the Tigers is Catherine Forey. Back into the ball game for KCU, Lakin Adkins. And also coming in is Elizabeth Hardwick. On the court for KCU right now, we have Hardwick. We have, also checking in back in the ball game, Jasmine Flowers. West at the line. And she gets that one to fall. 6 points for Abby West now. Also on the court for KCU, Jada Higgins and Lindsey Castle. So here we go with 1:41 left. A 7-point lead now for the Knights. Inbound in the backcourt goes to Michaela Cope. She gets it over to Forey. Forey in some traffic, hands it back to Cope. They get it across the half-court line. She kicks it left side to a wide-open Jill Pittman for 3, no good. Rebound goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jada Higgins. A collision under the basket there, and her teammates help her up off the ground, but basketball goes out of bounds. Last touch by KCU. That means it's still in the hands of Brenau. Baseline, Jill Pittman looks to find an open teammate. She does on the left wing, gets it to Cope. Cope dribbles around the arc, gets it back out front. Guarded here by Castle. She's going to look to her left. Give it over to Stafford. That's not Stafford, that's Cannon. Cannon gets it out front to Pittman, who drives. Nothing doing there. It goes back out front to Cope, who drives. And the buzzer you hear in the background means the shot clock went off. But the basket was up, no good. Rebound goes to KCU's Castle anyway. And a beautiful layup down low by Jada Higgins, showing off her ability there. That's 9 points for Jada Higgins. And KCU with a 9-point lead. Wide open left wing three-pointer. It falls for Brunau's Hannah Cannon. That's her first points of the ball game. And we've got subs coming into the ball game. One of them for KCU anyway. Checking back in for KCU's Belle Sparks. Off the court goes Lindsey Castle. And here we go, bringing it through the backcourt's Higgins. Inbound comes from Lake and Atkins. Higgins calling a little offense here at the top of the key. Waiting on something to develop here. It looks like KCU letting that shot clock wind down. It's down to 10, 9, 8 seconds. About an 8-second difference between the shot clock and the play clock. And what a layup there from Jada Higgins. 2 more points for her and puts her in double-digit scoring. And we've got a foul on the shot. That one called on Hannah Cannon. That's her first foul of the ball game. 5 team fouls now for the Brenau Tigers. And Higgins goes back to the line. She's 1 of 3 from there here tonight. She's got 11 points. It's 28-20 with 14 seconds to go. Free throw in and out and back in for Higgins, So make it 12 points for her and a 9-point lead for KCU. Right about mid-court there as Brenau was bringing the ball down. Taylor Williams on that far sideline. And Adkins got a hand in there with 11 seconds to go. Adkins picks up her second foul of the ball game. And that makes team foul number 5 for KCU. So it'll send Brenau to the line. Taylor Williams heading to the line. Checking back in for KCU is going to be Cassie Bajents. Off comes Adkins after the foul. At the line, as I mentioned, Taylor Williams. She's scoreless here tonight. Her first shot up and off the mark to the right-hand side of the basket. Brenau sending their defenders back into the backcourt, anticipating a KCU rebound here. Second free throw up and good for Taylor Williams. So she goes 1 of 2 here. And with 11 seconds to go, Higgins letting that ball roll through the backcourt. She picks it up on the left side, kicks it over right side to Flowers. Flowers looks down low right side, to Hardwick for 3, no good. Rebound taken by Higgins, and at the buzzer, 2 points go to Cassie Bajents. And that means a double-digit lead here for the KCU Knights at the buzzer here at halftime. So your score at the half, KCU 31 and Brenau 21. We're going to step out, take a break. We'll come back. We'll have some halftime stats and some scoring and a preview of the second half and a whole lot of basketball left to come from Grayson, Kentucky. It's KCU 31, Brenau 21. Back after this on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
And we're back here in Grace and Chauncey Griffith. Glad to have you along here at halftime between the KCU Knights and the Brenau Tigers. It's KCU women's basketball leading this one by 10 points here at the half after a beautiful shot down low from KCU's Cassie Bajents. It's 31-21 here at the half. Some important stats to go over with you. Right now, KCU leads points in the paint by 10 points, 20-10, and off turnovers, Brenau actually leads that category 4-1. But this has been a back and forth basketball game between two fast-paced offenses, no doubt about it. Scoring by quarters looks something like this. At the end of one, Brenau led it 13-10. They had a 3-point lead, but KCU outscores them 11-5 in quarter number two, making it 21. I'm sorry. No. They outscored them 21-8 in the second quarter. I'll get it right eventually, making it 31-21 at the half. A big second quarter for KCU, 21 points as a team. We're going to step out, take another break. When we come back, we'll have individual stats, we'll have some team stats, and then a preview of the second half. So don't go away. Back after this on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Make your everyday purchases faster, simpler, and more convenient with First National Bank's new contactless debit card, featuring a fresh new design and the ability to add your card to your phone's mobile wallet. Your debit card has never been more secure. Simply look for the contactless symbol at checkout, tap your contactless card, or hold your phone over the terminal and your payment is processed in seconds without your card number ever being exposed. Tap, pay, go. It's that easy with First National Bank. First National Bank in Canonsburg, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Does your gas station or convenience store need a facelift? If so, call River City Builders at 473-4112 for your remedy. Big or small projects, River City's Builders is a company for all your needs. We have extensive experience in the petroleum industry, from routine gas dispenser and canopy maintenance to above-ground, underground tank and piping work to full-blown remodels and new builds. Call River City Builders at 473-4112 for all your petroleum needs. We'll cover your back and keep your customers pumping gas.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Kentucky Christian University is a private nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the new Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit on campus.
And we're back in Grace and Chauncey Griffith. Glad to have you along. As I mentioned there before we went to break, it's 31-21. KCU leads at the half. We'll look at some individual scoring real quick. First of all, for the Brenau Tigers out of Gainesville, Georgia, they're down by 10 on the scoreboard. Leading scorer in this ball game, Nyla Moore, with 8 points, 1 foul, 2 rebounds. Also, players with points on the board, starter Taylor Williams, 1 point, 2 rebounds, 2 personal fouls as well. Hannah Cannon with 3 points, 2 rebounds, 1 foul. No points, but 2 rebounds and 1 foul for Anna Gliata. She got in some foul trouble there, and we haven't seen her much in the second quarter. 4 points on the board for Kayla Stafford. Also 4 rebounds, no fouls for Stafford. Off the bench, 5 points, 2 of them coming from Jill Pittman. She also has 1 rebound, 2 personal fouls. And Kate McCarter with 3 points and no rebounds, no fouls. As a team, the Brenau Tigers shooting 23.7% from the field, 11% from 3, and 33% from the line. They're 1 of 3 from the charity stripe. The KCU Knights, stat-wise, looks something like this. Leading scorer in this ball game, a name that we've said quite often, Jada Higgins, 12 points, 9 rebounds, and 1 foul for Higgins in this first half. Unbelievable. Also points from starters Abby West. She's got 6 points, 3 rebounds, 1 foul. Jada Higgins, I mentioned her. Lakin Adkins with 1 point, 4 rebounds, 2 fouls. Jasmine Flowers, 5 points, 5 rebounds, 1 personal foul. And Kylie Gillum, 3 points for her. Off the bench, KCU with 4 points. Coming off their bench, Belle Sparks has 2 of them, also 2 rebounds and a foul. And then Cassie Bajents with 2 points, 3 rebounds, and a foul as well. Also 3 rebounds coming from Savannah Parker. In this basketball game, it looks like Kentucky Christian University shooting 31% from the field, 0% from 3 because they haven't shot one, and 69% from the free throw line for the Knights. I mentioned earlier in the paint, KCU leads 20-10 on the scoreboard. Off turnovers, Brenau leads 4-1. Second chance points, Brenau has 2, KCU has 6. No points off fast break for either team. Bench points, Brenau has 5, KCU has 4. The score's been tied in this ball game 5 times. The lead only changed once. Brenau came out to the first lead, and then KCU after that. The largest lead of the ball game by Brenau was 4 points. That was with 4 minutes, 6 seconds to go in the first quarter. Largest lead for KCU, 10 points, and it happened right before the buzzer. Matter of fact, the stat sheet says KCU by 10 in the second quarter with 0-0-0 on the clock. And that's where we're at right now. It's 31-21. We're going to step out, take another break. We'll come back and preview the second half. Don't go way back after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenham, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around. In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Return. Refresh. Refuel.
Happy holidays from Clark's Pump and Shop. Stop in this winter weather season and warm up with one of our coffees, hot chocolates, or lattes, custom made just the way you like it. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
And we're back here in Grayson. Chauncey Griffith, glad to have you along. It's 31-21 on the scoreboard. The KCU Knights lead the Brenau Tigers. Brenau first out of the locker room. Looks like Coach Chris Stewart got his final instructions in, and he's over there on the bench letting his team out on the court here warming up. And I see KCU slowly making their way out. Coach Kahn sending her bunch back out onto the court. Cassie Bajents leads them, and the rest of them in tail. We're going to have to step out, take another break, but I guarantee you this. We said we were going to preview the second half. It's been back and forth this whole first half. In the second half, proves to be much of the same, and that's a good thing when it comes to exciting basketball. So we're going to step out. We got one more break to get in. When we come back, it will be time for the second half. So don't go away. Back after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Need some extra money for home improvements or other purchases? How about a home equity line of credit with absolutely no closing costs? We have some exciting news from our loan department at First National Bank. Right now, open a home equity line of credit at First National and we will pay all the fees at closing. Hurry into one of our 8 locations to take advantage of this great offer. First National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Kentucky Christian University is a private nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the new Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit on campus.
And we're back here in Grayson. Chauncey Griffith, glad to have you along. It's halftime, under a minute to go at halftime, and we're here for the duration. Both teams out. Both teams actually out and at their respective benches, and just waiting on the clock to wind down here at the half. It was an exciting first half, back and forth, up and down the court. As I mentioned, though, as much as that happened, looking at the halftime stats one more time, something that kind of stood out to me, points in transition, or points off fast break, I guess you would say. No points off fast break. We had a lot of fast break, no points off of them. So I'm sure that's something that was addressed at halftime by both coaches. Coach Kahn has her team over there in front of the bench, giving them some last-minute instructions here. Coach Stewart, he's got his 5 out on the court ready to rock and roll. It's going to be Brenau basketball here to start things out. On the court for Brenau, it's going to be Jill Pittman, also Anna Gliata, Hannah Cannon. I believe that is Nyla Moore over there, covering up her number, and I missed one. Oh, Hannah Cannon, Jill Pittman. I know I missed one somewhere. Oh, all the way over to Nyla Moore over there. And over here on this side is Kayla Stafford. Inbound, nonetheless, no point off that one. Rebound goes to KCU. Abby West came down with it, and we're back the other way. She kicks it to Higgins. Higgins in a beautiful pass down low, goes to Gillum. Gillum throws one up. It doesn't fall. Rebound goes to Brenau. Bringing it down the court for Brenau. Nyla Moore crosses half court. She's at the top of the key. A 2-3 zone looks like it's going to be from KCU. This time, ball goes back out to Moore, who drives, kicks it out right side to Pittman for 3. Rebound fought forward, taken by Brenau. That's Nyla Moore, who sends it out front for 3. Again, from this one from Gliata. It's off the mark, and we're back the other direction. Basketball in the hands of Abby West through the backcourt. She's going to bring it across. Look to the right to Higgins. Higgins going to dribble back out front, drive to the left block, and then look over toward Flowers, who drives left side, and she's going to be fouled. That one's on the floor. It'll be no shot, but the foul is going to go against Brunel's Taylor Williams, her 3rd foul of the ball game. Inbound to Higgins on the wing. She sends it out front to Flowers. Flowers gets it down low to Adkins, who drives, throws up a layup. It doesn't fall. I tell you what, her shots just aren't falling tonight, but she does pick up the foul. She's going to the free throw line for the first time in the second half. She's been there once in the ball game. She's 1 of 2 from there tonight. KCU still with a 10-point lead, 31-21. Adkins, first one goes off the front of the rim, no good. Adkins, a 5'10 senior from Wayne, West Virginia. Second free throw up and good. Goes 1 of 2 there, 50%. She's 50% on the night. KCU now with an 11-point lead. Series of passes, gets it across the timeline, down onto the right wing to Gliata. Gliata gets it back out front. Now we're on the left wing. Taylor Williams drives baseline left side, and she's going to be fouled. Foul on the floor. It's going to go to Kylie Gillum. Gillum charged with her first foul in this ball game. We've got a sub checking in for Brenau. There we go, checking into the ball game for Brenau. Taylor Green, and off comes Taylor Williams. Down low on the baseline, Nyla Moore inbounds it to the right wing. Air ball on a 3 from Gliata, but the putback's good and the foul as well. So 2 points goes to Nyla Moore, and we've got a foul called against KCU's Higgins. That's her second foul of the ball game. We've got a timeout on the court. The 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Don't want to miss any of the action. And the timeout charged to Coach Kahn. She's over there. She saw something she needed to talk to her team about. She's pretty animated over there in front of that bench, letting her know something. It's 32-23. KCU with a 9-point lead now, with 8:27 to go here in quarter number 3. KCU next in action on Thursday. They're on the road at Truett McConnell. That's another 5:30 start time. And here we go. At the line for Brenau is going to be Nyla Moore. 3-point play, no good, as that one goes off the back iron, but the rebound goes to Brenau. Hannah Cannon came down with it, got it back out front. It's in the hands of Pittman. Pittman gets it to Cannon, now back out right corner. The three's no good for Gliata. That one goes in and out, and we're back the other way. West to Flowers. Flowers right side, drives right side, tried to throw one up there, and it goes off the hands of a defender, and we're back the other way. That one goes off the hands of Pittman. And it's Brenau basketball. Right side with the basketball is Nyla Moore. She kicks it across. Now back out front, it goes to Pittman. She's open for 3, and she takes advantage of it. That's her 5th point of the ball game. And she gets her team back within 6 points. Higgins with the basketball, top of the key, guarded one-on-one by Gliata. Gets a screen. Now she crossover dribbles to the left side of the lane. A beautiful pass down low to Adkins. Adkins fouled as she puts one up. The shot nowhere near being close, but definitely a foul. And she's heading to the line. Lakin Adkins, third trip to the line. Gliata charged with a foul. That's 4 fouls for her here, so we probably won't see her for a few minutes. Checking in for her is going to be Catherine Forey. And here comes the free throw. First one, no good for Lakin Adkins. 7:24 to go here in the third. It's 32-26. Adkins free throw up and good. So she makes the second one. That's what she's done every time. She's been there 3 times, missed the first one, made the second one. She's 3 of 6 now. Got 3 points on the ball game. And her team now has a 7-point lead. Driving in the paint, layup, no good. The floater just doesn't fall for Nyla Moore. On the rebound, still being fought for. We got players on the ground, but Higgins comes away with it, and she's off to the races. She's going to go the distance and lay up. A beautiful move in the paint. The shot doesn't fall. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brenau. I believe it was off Jill Pittman. So KCU keeps the basketball here down to 7 minutes on the baseline's Abby West. She gets it into the paint to Higgins. She throws up a jumper from about 8 foot away. No good. Rebound goes to Brenau. Coming down with that one was Hannah Cannon. Now in the hands of Pittman at the top of the key. She looks right over to Taylor Green. Green looking for an open teammate. Kicks it over to Forey at the top of the key. She drives, now back out. It goes to Moore. Moore, jumper from about 12 foot away, falls. Moore now with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 points in this ball game. Leading scorer for her team. Ties Higgins 12 for KCU. Flowers pass down low off the hands of Gillum, just out of her reach. She tried to snag it there, but she couldn't. All she could do was get a fingertip on it. It goes out of bounds. So a turnover against KCU here. Back into that full court pressure for the Knights. And the inbound in the backcourt goes to Taylor Green. Green gets it and takes it across the timeline. Dribbles left, hands it over to Cannon. She brings it back out front to the free throw line, then looks back out right side to Forey for 3. No good. And the rebound fought for. We got a jump ball. It almost went out of bounds. It was saved over there by Pittman. And then Higgins got in there, accidentally made a little contact there trying to get that basketball. And she's going to be called with a foul. That's her 3rd foul of the ball game. And we got a substitute for her. She's going to head to the bench with 3 fouls. Checking in for Higgins is Belle Sparks with 2 points on the night. Sparks, a 5'6" freshman from Ashland, Kentucky, steals the ball away at midcourt, and she's going to go coast to coast. Layup no good, but a definite foul down there. That's one of those, you stole the ball, you're definitely not going to make this shot. But Sparks will take a trip to the free throw line. Foul on Pittman. That's her 3rd foul. Waiting to see if we got a sub coming in. I don't believe we do. First free throw is good for Belle Sparks here. That's 3 points for her in this ball game. Second one up and in and out off the front of the rim, and no good for Belle Sparks. Rebound goes to Brenau. I'll tell you what, good defense here from KCU. Abby West there at midcourt. Ball was almost knocked away, picked up by Pittman. West doing some great job there defending. Also out there is Flowers. Man-to-man defense here from KCU. Oh, looks like we've got a 2-3 zone, but nonetheless, we got a walk and a turnover against Brenau. So KCU takes the basketball back with a 6-point lead down to 5:22, and the clock's rolling here in the 3rd. And Abby West dribbling it through the backcourt. Calling some shots here, sending Adkins from right to left. And then she takes the ball back on the left wing, does Abby West. Drives baseline. Tried to get it over there to her teammate, but it's off the fingertips of Sparks, and it's stolen away down low. Coming away with that basketball is Nyla Moore. Moore picks it back out front. Now it goes into the hands of Cannon, who drives right side, on that right block. She's going to send it out to the left wing. Now it goes to Forey, who drives in the paint from the top of the key. That one no good, and we're back the other way. Rebound from Belle Sparks. Ball knocked away and taken by Forey. So another turnover, and we're off to the races the other direction. It's Brenau basketball. Nyla Moore out front with it. She's going to look to the left, give it over to Pittman. Pittman gets it back out front to Green. Green looks to the right to Forey on the right corner. A nice pass from Forey into the paint to Cannon. Nothing there, so she sends it back out to Green. Green looks outside to Moore, whose jumper from just to the right of the free throw is an air ball, goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brenau, and that's a turnover. Back the other way we go. Baseline, Lake and Adkins will be inbounding the ball. She was going to be inbounded to West, but we got a sub for West. West goes out. Back in comes Lindsey Castle. Castle, a 5'7" freshman from Wayne, West Virginia. Going to take the inbound pass, bring it across the timeline, dribble to the right. She kicks it down to Hardwick. Hardwick gets it over to Powers. That's almost stolen away driving left side baseline. A beautiful pass there for Sparks. I said Powers, I meant Sparks. 2 points for her. Puts KCU back ahead by 8. That's 5 points on this ball game for Sparks. And the ball goes out of bounds on the left wing. It's off the fingertips of Forey. And another turnover. It's KCU basketball. Hardwick inbounds it in the backcourt. Gets it to Castle. Castle calling some offense here. Brings it across. Gets it to the top of the key. Kicks it right side to Sparks. She heads down to the right wing, but Sparks takes it herself into the paint. Looks left side. Wide open three. Just off the mark for Flowers. Rebound fought for. And we got a foul on the rebound. It's going to go against Elizabeth Hardwick. That one could have gone either way. A good call there by the official, but that one could have gone as a jump ball or a foul. The official said it was a foul, so that's number 1 on Elizabeth Hardwick. The 5'8" freshman, easy for me to say, from Cardington, Ohio. And here we go, inbound down low in the backcourt. Goes to Nyla Moore. Moore guarded through the backcourt. She pulls away, though, about midcourt. Takes it herself. Good defense down low from Adkins. And the shot's no good on the layup. We're back the other way. Lindsey Castle brings it across. Look right side to Flowers. Her three's off the mark. But a rebound and a putback from Castle. She gets herself 2 points. That's her first 2 of the ball game. And it's back out to a 10-point lead for KCU. Down under 3 minutes to go here in the third. KCU leads this one 38-28. Driving in the paint is Forey on the left side of the rim. Her shot's no good, but she picks up the foul. She'll head to the free throw line. Foul goes against KCU's Belle Sparks. That's her second foul in this ball game. 5 team fouls now for KCU, 4 for Brenau. First shot up and good for Catherine Forey. That's her first shot of the ball game. We've seen her take several attempts. This is the first one she's made. Second one up and off the back iron, no good. Rebound fought for, taken by Brenau. Cannon got it over on the wing. Back out front for Pittman, just to the right of the top of the arc for 3, no good. Rebound Flowers, a long pass to midcourt. It goes to Castle. Castle brings it across right side, now gets back out front with the basketball. Looking for an open teammate. She lost her dribble there. She's going to hand it to Adkins, who drives in a beautiful layup from Lakin Adkins. That's her first point of the ball game that was not a free throw. They just weren't falling for her, but she makes it 40-29, an 11-point lead for KCU. Nyla Moore, jumper doesn't fall, left side, rebound Adkins, back the other way. In a hurry is Belle Sparks. Sparks looks left, kicks it over to Castle, who drives, picks up her dribble, kind of in no man's land. She's going to get it out front to Adkins for 3. It's off the mark. Rebound goes to Sparks. Putback no good. Adkins with the rebound. Adkins kicks it to Hardwick in the paint. A spin move and a jumper from Elizabeth Hardwick from about 6 foot away. That's 2 points for her. It's now 42-29. KCU with their largest lead of the night. 13 points. Right about mid-court. Ball almost stolen away, but taken by Nyla Moore. And a layup for Brenau. That's 2 points for her, and we've got a timeout on the court. $14 points now in this ball game for Nyla Moore. She's the leading scorer in this ball game. Another timeout. This one also charged to Brenau. So we're going to keep it right here, though. 30 seconds is not much time to step away, and we don't want to miss any of the action, so we'll keep it right here. 42-31 is the score. 1 minute, 20 seconds left in the third, and the KCU Knights ahead by 13. Leading scorer in the ball game is Brunel's Nyla Moore. For KCU, leading scorer is Jada Higgins with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12 points. Higgins also with 3 fouls. She's on the bench right now and will probably stay there until at least the end of this quarter with a minute, 20 seconds left in the third. It's going to be KCU basketball coming out of the timeout, and here we go. Hardwick on the baseline, going to inbound it to Abby West, who just checked back in after the timeout. West brings it across, gives it back to Hardwick. Hardwick hands it to Castle. brings it to the free throw line, pulls up her dribble back at the top of the key, looks left to west on the left corner. Long pass over across the court to Bell Sparks. Then a bounce pass down low to Bajents. She spins, puts one up, no good. Rebound taken by Brenau, and we're back the other way. That was Allie Drake who came down with that rebound. Down under a minute to go, 46 seconds, clock rolling. Brenau for three left, nope, two left side. Either way, it's no good. Rebound goes to KCU. Bell Sparks came away with it. She brings it down the court, and it's almost stolen away. Allie Drake got a hand in there. Still fighting for that ball. It's going to roll out of bounds, hit the scorer's table. Allie Drake, the player who last touched the basketball. So it's going to stay in the hands of KCU. Looks like we got another sub for KCU. Bell Sparks goes out, and into the ball game comes a 5'4" freshman, Campbell Jackums up from Russell, Kentucky. A former Red Devil from Russell. She was a fun one to watch play high school basketball, no doubt about it. Down to 20 seconds. 8 on the shot clock, though. Abby West looking to make her move. She's going to have a screen from Bajents. She drives into the paint left side. The layup in and out and back in for Abby West. Bounced on the top of the rim about 17 times, and it goes through down to 5 seconds. And ball knocked away, and it goes out of bounds with 0.6 seconds on the clock. Who was that? That was Hardwick. Got a hand in there, knocked it out of bounds. It goes out. Clock stops with 0.6 seconds left here in the third. Allie Drake on the baseline looking to inbound it. Gets it out front. A three thrown up, air ball. Good defense here from KCU. Good offense, too. They've got a 13-point lead going into the fourth. So your score going into quarter number 4, KCU 44, Brenau 31. Back after this on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Kentucky Christian University is a private nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the new Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit on campus.
With loan rates at or near historical lows, now is the time to talk to one of the experienced loan officers at First National Bank. We can help you with that new car or home you've been wanting. Let us work with you to reach the payment level you're comfortable with. You can now access our loan application online at fnbgrayson.com or give us a call today at 606-928-0000 and we can make your loan happen. First National Bank in Cannonsburg, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Quarter number 4 from the campus of Kentucky Christian University. I'm Chauncey Griffith. Glad to have you along. The KCU Lady Knights 44, the Brenau Lady Tigers 31. And it's going to be KCU ball to start things out with. Hardwick inbounds it into the backcourt. Goes to Abby West. She's going to bring it back across. Call little offensive shots here. Kick it over left side to Castle, who drives. Layup no good. Gets her own rebound and a pass. She was trying to get it over there to Bajents. And the ball is kind of a loose ball. 3 players in on that one. Bajents is one of them. And a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Brenau. 3 players hit the ground there. And only one of them came away smiling. It was Bajents. Here we go on the baseline. The inbound goes to Allie Drake in the backcourt. KCU still showing that man pressure. Full court man pressure. Switching up there at midcourt. And the ball's stolen away. And it goes out of bounds. Knocked away, taken by West. Well, she saved it from going out of bounds. Abby West did, and then wasn't able to get it to a teammate, and it goes out of bounds. It's going to be Brenau basketball. Coach Kahn, though, over there got a question with the official, and we've got a stoppage here. A couple of the officials at midcourt having a little conference there. Whatever Coach Kahn was talking to him about there. I feel like it's something legitimate because they're having a pretty in-depth discussion here at midcourt. 9:35 to go in this ball game. It's 44-31. KCU leads the Brenau Tigers. Not sure what the question is here, but Coach Kahn wants an answer before we move on. Now Coach Chris Stewart getting in on the discussion. And we're ready to resume action here. It's going to be Brenau basketball coming out of the discussion there. And here we go. Bring it through the backcourt, and a whistle. Got a turnover. I believe she walked with the ball. That was Michaela Cope. And it's going to be KCU basketball. Taking it out right in front of the score table on our side is Higgins. Higgins looking for an open teammate. She kicks it into Abby West. West at the top of the key, dribbling left, now kicking it back out front to Higgins. A nice pass down low to Bajents, who spins, throws up a jumper, and it falls. 2 points for Bajents, and it's 46-31, a 15-point lead for KCU, and the inbound stolen away as well. Bajents got it, and now she's got it again down low. A spin move, and her shot doesn't fall, but the rebound by Jacobzuk. She kicks it right side baseline to Higgins, who brings it back out front. Down under 9 minutes to go in the ball game. A three left side just off the mark for Hardwick, and this time the rebound goes to Brenau. We're back the other way. Taylor Williams drives, layup no good, but a foul. I presume that was going to be called on Hardwick. We'll wait and see. Yeah, that's her second foul of the ball game, Elizabeth Hardwick. Checking back into the ball game here for Brenau is going to be, if I can get a number, that's Nyla Moore. Out comes Allie Drake. 8:48 to go in this ball game. It's 46-31. KCU leads. At the line, shot up and no good. First one does not fall for Taylor Williams. Second one on its way. That one does fall, so she goes 1 of 2 from the line there. Makes her 2 of 4 from the free throw line tonight. She's got 2 points. KCU on the move. Higgins, shot doesn't fall. Rebound fought for, still being fought for. Taken by Bajents and put back up, and it's good. Bajents with 4 points already here in this fourth quarter. 6 in the basketball game. A 16-point lead now for the KCU Lady Knights. 3 ball, no good for Brunel's Michaela Cope, and we're back the other way. West bounce pass down low to Bajents. Bajents tried to get it over there to Jacobzuk, knocked away, but Jacobzuk takes it, puts one up from the right block, no good. Rebound goes to Brenau, and we're back the other way in a hurry. Gliotta with 2 points. That's her first points of the ball game. 48-34, down under 8 minutes to go in this one. Higgins with the basketball, left corner for KCU. Playing keep away, shot clock down to 13. A pass down low off the fingertips of Bajents, just out of her reach, taken by Gliotta, and she's off to the races again. She shows her foot speed when she gets a basketball, getting it down the court. Layup no good, but she does draw the foul. Foul's going to be against Abby West. That's her second foul in this ball game. We got 3 subs coming in for KCU. Back into the ball game, Lakin Adkins, also Kylie Gillum and Jasmine Flowers. Out come Elizabeth Hardwick, Cassie Bajents, and Campbell Jacobzuk. Here we go at the line. Gliotta's first one off the right side of the basket, and no good. Bounces to the left and falls away. 48-34, 7:33 to go in the ball game. And at the line is Anna Gliotta, a 5'8 freshman. Gets her second one to fall. Gets her team back within 13 points. Abby West brings it through the backcourt for KCU. She and Higgins. Dribbles to the left, gives it to Flowers. Back out front to Gillum. Gillum looks right to Higgins. Higgins back out front to Gillum, who drives left side. Nothing there, so she spins, throws up a hook. It doesn't fall, and we're back the other way. Bringing the ball down is Taylor Williams. Looking to her right. She kicks it over to Michaela Cope. She dribbles to the free throw line. Stop and pop. No good. Down under 7 minutes now. Basketball in the hands of KCU. Abby West out front with the basketball. Looking left, kicking it over to Higgins on the left corner. Higgins gets it down low. Now back out front to Adkins for three. Off the back iron. Rebound taken by Nyla Moore for the Tigers. Moore dribbles all the way down to the right wing. Picks up her dribble. Sends it out front to Michaela Cope. Cope looks left to the left corner to Cannon. Cannon dribbles back out front. Looks right to Nyla Moore. Nyla Moore dribbles in, looks back out to Cannon for three, and that one's good. That's her second three ball of the ball game. She's got 6 points, gets her team back within 10. Still a double-digit lead for KCU with 6:15 to go here in the fourth. Jada Higgins with the basketball. Coach Kahn calling for a little change of play here. Higgins dribbles to the right corner. Gets it out to West. West looks down low to the wing left side to Flowers. Now back out front, it goes to Higgins. Shot clock to 5. Free throw line. Jada Higgins pulls up and gets 2 more points. That's 14 points for her as well. So we got 2 players in the game with 14 points, 1 for each team. Jada Higgins and Nyla Moore. Speaking of Higgins, she's on the move after a turnover on the other end of the court. She's got the basketball down to 5:33 to go in the game. Now the 5:30. KCU just content playing keep away here with a 12-point lead. She dribbles right and gives it to West back out front. West looks down low to Flowers. Flowers sends it in to Gillum in the paint. She spins, puts one up, no good. Rebound goes to Brenau. On the move in a hurry is Gliotta. Her layup doesn't fall. Rebound KCU. Jada Higgins brings it across. Driving right side. And we got an offensive foul down low. Jada Higgins might or might not have lowered her shoulder there down low under that basket and picked up her 4th foul in this ball game. I heard a buzzer. Checking in for KCU is going to be Belle Sparks. Out comes Kylie Gillum. 4 minutes, 59 seconds to go in this contest. It's 50-38. KCU leads. Dribbling through the backcourt, Nyla Moore. Guarded by Jada Higgins. She takes it to the top of the key, gets a screen. Pulls up, though, sends it back out front to Cannon, who drives, and then sends it over to the right corner to Nyla Moore, who drives again in the paint, dead on. Layup, no good. Rebound Higgins. She's off to the races. Is she going to stop? She crossover dribble there and has the ball stolen away in the paint. And we're heading the other way. Nyla Moore, coast to coast, layup, no good. Rebound goes to Cannon for the Tigers, and we've got a foul on the floor. Clock stops with 4 minutes, 22 seconds to go in the ball game. And the foul goes against, I believe, Abby West. We'll wait and see. Yeah, that's her 3rd foul. And heading to the line. I said it was on the floor. I was wrong. Heading to the line's Hannah Cannon. The buzzer you heard there. You got a substitute in the ball game. Higgins checks out. Back in comes Lindsey Castle. First free throw up and good for Hannah Cannon. She's got 7 points now, 2 threes and a free throw. Got a chance to make it 8, but does not. That one goes off to the right. And we're off to the other end of the court. Flowers, right side, driving baseline, a spin move, and the shot just does not fall, but she picks up the foul. A beautiful move there by Jasmine Flowers down low. Foul's going to be on Anna Gliotta. And she takes a trip to the bench. I believe that might have been her 5th foul. First free throw up and good for Jasmine Flowers. She's got 6 points now. 2 of 2 from the line. It's 51-39. And that free throw just off the mark. And we're coming the other way. Down to almost right at 4 minutes to go here in this ball game. Basketball in the hands of Nyla Moore. She looks right over to Forey. Forey gets it down low to the wing right side for 3. Taylor Williams, air ball. Rebound KCU. Belle Sparks on the move in a hurry. Takes it coast to coast, and the layup just off the mark. It's one of those that got up there and it spun just a little too much. Down under 4 minutes, 3:40 on the clock. Adkins with good defense over there, pinning Nyla Moore in low, into the sideline. The three ball no good for Forey. Rebound KCU. Bell Sparks brings it across, kicks it to Adkins. Her layup falls. She throws up a floater. It's good. And she also draws the foul. She's now got 2, 4, 6, 7 points. Chance to make it 8 here with a three-point play the old-fashioned way. Back in the ball game for KCU is Higgins. Off comes Castle. Sub for Brenau as well. Off came Cope. And I'm waiting to get a number on who just checked in. That is Jill Pittman, who checked back in the ball game. She's got 5 points. The 5'6" sophomore from Crossmore, North Carolina. At the line for KCU here is Lakin Adkins. Shooting one. Here we go. It's up and good. She's now 4 of 7 from the line here tonight. 54-39. KCU pulls out to a 15-point lead here with 3:19 to go in the fourth. Brenau with a 3, left side, Forey off the mark. She shot a bunch, and I don't think she's made one of them yet. She has not. Out front with the basketball after a Brenau layups, Castle. She gives it over to, she gives it over to Cannon. Down low, no good. The putback, though, is good by Nyla Moore. And we've got a timeout by KCU. That's 16 points now for Nyla Moore, but her team right now trails by 13 points with 2 minutes, 53 seconds to go as the KCU Knights lead the Brenau Tigers 54-31. We're going to keep it right here for the timeout. Big thank you to everyone out here at KCU being so hospitable to us. A very exciting ball game. We kind of knew it would be. Back and forth we go, up and down the court. A lot of fast breaks, a lot of turnovers, a lot of loose balls, I guess you would say. But it makes for some exciting basketball. Leading scorer for the Brenau Tigers, as I mentioned, Nyla Moore, a 5'9" junior with 16 points. For the KCU Knights, Jada Higgins with 14 points. And I'm interested to see the stats after the game, see how many rebounds Jada Higgins has. She's got a bunch, I'll tell you that. I don't think it's any stretch to say she's got a double-double here tonight. 54-31, Jada Higgins with the basketball. She's going to kick it over to Abby West out front, left side. West gets it all the way down to the wing to Adkins, now back out front to West. KCU playing keep away. Adkins drives baseline, gets it to Jackensuck on the wing. She kicks it down low to Higgins. Higgins gets it in to Sparks in the paint. Jumper doesn't fall. Rebound goes to Brenau, down to 2:20 on the clock. And coast to coast for Brenau is Taylor Williams. Her first point of the ball game. That's not a free throw. She's got 4 points now. 2 free throws and that layup there. It's 54-43. Higgins with the basketball out front. Down to 2 minutes. Shot clock at 15 and rolling. Sparks back out front to Higgins. Higgins fakes a pass. I saw the window she saw. She was trying to get it down to Jackensuck down on the left block, but that window closed quick. But the ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by Brenau. KCU keeps that basketball. Checking into the ball game for Brenau is going to be Kate McCarter. Off comes Hannah Cannon. Here we go. Inbound to Higgins on the left block. Her shot no good, but she draws the foul. Foul is going to be on Jill Pittman. That's her 4th foul of the ball game. At the line's Jada Higgins shooting 2. Her first one is good. 15 points for her now. She's got a chance to tie the leading scorer in the ball game. That's Nyla Moore for Brenau. Here comes the second one. It's no good, off to the left side. And we're back the other way. Rebound goes to Brenau. Offensive foul down low. Jackensuck stood in there and took that one. And that's foul number, waiting to see, that is foul number 1 on Nyla Moore. 3 team fouls now for Brenau, 5 for KCU. And it's KCU basketball. The inbound in the backcourt goes to Jada Higgins. She's going to bring it across, dribble left side. Beautiful pass down low to Jackamzuk. Jumper doesn't fall, but the putback does fall for Savannah Parker, who gets her first 2 points of the ball game. I forgot to mention she checked in earlier on the out of bounds on the dead ball. Parker gets herself on the scoreboard, puts her team ahead by 14 points here, down to 1 minute and 19 seconds to go. Driving in the paint straight away. Nyla Moore not able to get one to fall. Higgins bringing it back the other way, and we've got a 30-second timeout. A couple subs coming in after the timeout. Looks like Hardwick and Castle will be back on the court when we come away from this timeout. 1 minute, 11 seconds to go in this ball game. It's 57-43. Nope, no timeout. I saw Coach Kahn. I thought I saw Coach Kahn motion 30-second, but just a substitution here. And here we go. I think she just called timeout 2 sub is what I think happened there. It's going to be KCU basketball on the baseline. Inbounding, it's Lindsey Castle. There's a dispute over on the Brenau bench. Coach Chris Stewart thinks she should be inbounded over by the score table. They had her lined up down on the baseline. They're going to move her back over by the KCU bench. And here we go. Lindsey Castle inbounds it to Sparks. Sparks gets it down to Jackamzuk. It almost knocked out of bounds there. Jackamzuk back to Sparks. Back out front. Hardwick for 3. No good. Rebound fought for. Taken by Hardwick. She takes one dribble, throws up a jumper, and it falls. That's 4 points for Elizabeth Hardwick. It's 59-43. A 16-point lead now for the Knights. 3-ball left side. No good for Forey. And we've got a foul. Nope, we've got a walk at midcourt. Lindsey Castle there took a step as a collision was made. Nyla Moore came in, and a turnover on KCU. Checking into the ball game for Brenau is Allie Drake. Off comes Taylor Williams. We've got another turnover, this time a walk. No, we've got a foul. Offensive foul on Brunau's Kate McCarter. That's her first foul of the ball game. It's 59-43, 40 seconds to go in this ball game. KCU with the basketball and a 16-point lead. Lindsey Castle out front. She's going to take the foul. Nope. Another turnover on KCU. Coach Kahn not happy with that one. And we're coming the other way. Nyla Moore takes the inbound. She's going to get it back and drive for a layup. That's 2 points for her. A total of 18 for Nyla Moore. And on the inbound, we've got a little bit of a collision there in front of the Brenau bench. And a foul. It does make team foul number 5, so I presume we'll be shooting free throws here. Yep, heading to the line for KCU, Lindsey Castle. She's got 2 points on the night, the 5'7" freshman from Wayne, West Virginia. First shot up and good. Makes it a 15-point lead for KCU. 23.8 seconds left to go in the ball game. Second one up and good as well. So she goes 2 for 2 here tonight from the line. It's 61-45. KCU leads. Brenau on the move. Forey takes it in the paint, kicks it left wing. Now back out front it goes in the hands of Allie Drake. She takes a dribble and a drive and kicks it left wing to McCarter. McCarter kicks it over to leading scorer Nyla Moore from about 12 foot out. No good. And we're down to 4-3, 2 seconds, and you're about to hear a buzzer. And that buzzer means your final score of this ball game, KCU 61, Brenau Tigers 45. KCU picks up the win. They move to 13-11, on the season. with the loss, Brenau moves now to 5 wins and 16 losses on the season. So KCU picks up the win, 61-45. We're going to step out, take a break. We'll come back. We'll have some post-game stats, and we'll tell you what's ahead for both teams looking ahead. So don't go way back after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Back in Grayson, final score in this ball game, the KCU Knights, the first, it was 13-10 after one quarter of play. After at halftime, I guess you would say, it was 31-21. KCU outscores Brenau by 13 points in the second quarter, 21-8. And then in the third, they outscored Brenau again, 13-10, making the score 44-31, a 13-point lead after three for KCU, and then they outscored Brenau 17-14 in the fourth, making it 61-45, and that's your final score of this ball game. Some individual stats, some team stats for you real quick. For Brenau, leading scorer of the ball game, great night, a double-double for Nyla Moore, 19 points, 13 rebounds, and 2 personal fouls. Also from the 5 starters, Taylor Williams, 3 points, 2 rebounds. Hannah Cannon, 7 points, 12 rebounds for her, a big night off the boards. She had 9 defensive rebounds, 3 offensive rebounds. Anna Gliotta, 3 points, 3 rebounds. And Kayla Stafford, 4 points, 4 rebounds. Off the bench, individually, Michaela Cope, no points, but had 3 rebounds. Jill Pittman, 5 points, 2 rebounds. A rebound for Taylor Green. Also 1 point, 1 rebound for Catherine Forey. And 3 points for Kate McCarter. Also 1 rebound for Allie Drake off the bench. As a team, we'll go ahead and do that one. As a team in this ball game, Brenau shot 24% from the field, 11.8% from 3, and 41.7% from the free throw line. KCU stats look a little better. Abby West, 8 points, 4 rebounds. Lakin Adkins, 8 points, 8 rebounds. A double-double also for Jada Higgins, 15 points, 18 rebounds for Jada Higgins. A heck of a night for her. Jasmine Flowers, 6 points, 6 rebounds. Kylie Gillum, 3 points, 1 rebound. Those are the starting 5. Then off the bench, 26 points off the bench. Lindsay Castle, 4 points, 3 rebounds. Elizabeth Hardwick, 4 points, 3 rebounds. Bell Sparks with 5 points, 7 rebounds for Bell Sparks, 2 rebounds for Campbell Jackamzuck, 6 points, 4 rebounds for Cassie Bajents, and then Savannah Parker had 2 points and 4 rebounds. In this ball game, KCU shot 32.8% from the field, did not attempt a three, and shot 65.4% from the free throw line. In the paint, KCU led Brenau with 36-22 on the scoreboard off turnovers. Brenau led in that one 11 points to Kentucky Christian University 6. On the second chance points, KCU, that's a big one there, 16 points to Brunau's 7. No points off fast break. Off the bench, KCU's bench led Brunau's 21-9. In this ball game, the score was tied 5 times. One lead change. They all came in the first half. The largest lead of the ball game by Brenau was 4 points. That was back in the first quarter, 4 minutes and 6 seconds to go. Largest lead of the ball game for KCU was 16 points, and that was with 8 minutes and 34 seconds on the clock. We're going to step out, take one more break, come back, wrap things up, tell you what's ahead for both of these teams coming down the pike. So don't go away. Back after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Does your gas station or convenience store need a facelift? If so, call River City Builders at 473-4112 for your remedy. Big or small projects, River City's Builders is a company for all your needs. We have extensive experience in the petroleum industry, from routine gas dispenser and canopy maintenance to above-ground, underground tank and piping work to full-blown remodels and new builds. Call River City Builders at 473-4112 for all your petroleum needs. We'll cover your back and keep your customers pumping gas.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Jennifer Epperly, loan officer at First National Bank in Canonsburg. I personally invite you and all local businesses to visit our beautiful new building in Canonsburg on U.S. Route 60 next to the Walmart entrance. We offer many services including personal, mortgage, and business loans. First National Bank is locally owned by the McGuire family of Ashland and has been in business since 1902. We aim to give you the personal attention and best customer service there is to offer. Come inside, talk with us, and let us make you a part of the First National Bank family. First National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Kentucky Christian University is a private nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the new Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit on campus.
And we're back here in Grayson. Final score in this ball game, the KCU Lady Knights win it 61-45. Big 16-point win over AAC opponent, the Brenau University Tigers. Speaking of the Tigers, they're next in action on February the 9th. That's 2 days from now. They're back at home against Reinhardt at 5:30 p.m. Start time. KCU, as I mentioned a few minutes ago, they moved to 13-11, a winning record on the season for the Knights. They are next in action also on Thursday. They're on the road, though, at Truett McConnell, so pray for a safe bus ride for them. And a big thank you to Coach David Manning, the athletic director out here, Bruce Dixon, and everyone else involved out here at KCU. Class acts to us for sure, and always very hospitable, giving us everything we need, and very thankful for that. For MJ McKay, a big thank you to that guy, too, doing about 9 different jobs over here. He's the man. A big thank you to him. And I'm Chauncey Griffith. Good night, and God bless.
You've been watching another sports presentation of Kentucky Christian University basketball on the Cool Hit Sports Network and Cool TV. Tonight's game was brought to you in part by Clark's Pump and Shops of the Tri-State, River City's Builders, A&A Porta Potties, Stoltz Pharmacy, Tres Hermanos Mexican Restaurant, Members Choice Credit Union, First National Bank of Grayson, and Kentucky Christian University. This broadcast of KCU basketball is an exclusive sports presentation of the Cool Hits Sports Network and Cool TV.